Hey everybody! Welcome just to a quick update on the channel. I like to do these every few months or so just to say like the direction the channel is going in. Mainly though I do it if I think there's going to be like some sort of major change-ish on the channel. And I think enough things have accumulated together now that I wanted to do one of these updates. So I've got a little list down here just to tell you what I want to say. The first thing that I want to mention is something that's actually already happened on the channel. I put it actually in a video, so you may have noticed that Project Zomboid went off the channel. And I did say in I think it was the 8th episode was the finale, I wasn't enjoying the game that much, in all honesty. It's okay, it's doing pretty well, honestly, so it made me kind of sad to, like, evict it off the channel. Because it was getting views, and, like, there was a big part of me that wanted, you know, to keep it on the channel for the views, but frankly, I'm just doing this as kind of, like, a hobby right now, so I only want to do things I was wanting to enjoy, and it just became a chore. Like, I distinctly remember, like, some days coming back home from work, and I was just like, oh, I have to do, like, a 2-hour recording now of Zomboid for the week, and as soon as, like, that happened, like, 2 days in a row, that was it. I just killed it. I was like, no, I can't have this on the channel. Like, it's not worth it for me. Like, I don't make anything off this, so I'm doing it for fun. Apologies, though, that I think people weren't enjoying the content. You might actually see some videos of that coming up, but that comes to a later thing in the discussion. But anyway, also with Zomboid going, I removed the slots that Zomboid filled. So this was the Wednesday 11 o'clock PM BST slot and the Friday equivalent. I did mention in my last update that I was going back to work. I'd just been off on like sick leave, so I was pumping out a lot of content when I'm on sick leave. Now that I've gone back to work, I just don't have the time to have 3 videos a day, like 5 days a week or whatever I was doing 4 days a week. 2 videos per day and then 3 on the weekends, I think I can like manage with. Especially with the varieties, which are normally a bit quicker. So that's my first thing. I just want to apologise to any Zomboid fans. It came out the blue. I didn't do an update for it because it was kind of a small big change because I did change the schedule, but I just put it in a video description and then left it. Right, the next thing I want to talk about is the variety slots. So I think the varieties videos have been doing really well. It's like, for the channel, when I say like this, well, I say this is like a hobby. I'm still trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to build this community, like a friendly community where, you know, people can chat, like ask for things about games and so on, and just feel welcome here. So I'm still doing that, and the variety I really like because I think it's like casting your net out to multiple people. Trying to play like a variety of games, but still with like a similar genre. So you've seen a lot of like deck builders, a lot of roguelikes on the channel, and they're things I do enjoy. So I'm always happy to check some of those out. And I really like to give looks at like small indie games that maybe no one else is like playing, no one's looking forward to. But sometimes you find some real gems like in the rough for those. And I've just been playing some right now. In fact, I think it might come out before this video, but it kind of depends. I've just been playing Pornbarian today. Great game. Really enjoyed it. So that's going to be in a quick look in the future, just to spoil things a little bit. But yeah, I am keeping these variety slots. I'm happy with them. You may have noticed on the calendar, I did make a change to the calendar again. So my Isaac slot on Monday and Sunday morning, I think it was just Monday and Sunday I changed, I've now put as an Isaac and variety slot. So Isaac doesn't do very well view-wise, as in, I've not had a view on an Isaac video for a long time. I say for a long time, I'm literally looking at it right now. 3 episodes ago got a view. Great. But Isaac is probably my favourite game. It's going to stay on the channel, but I might pull back a bit of the content from time to time if there's something I want to check out. Especially if like there's a big game I want to play. I felt it was a bit restrictive to put one out on Saturday, one out on Sunday, and I normally have to wait till like Wednesday or the Saturday afterwards. So I've given me that freedom to put stuff in the Monday and Sunday morning spots as well. And I'll probably use that from time to time, but I'll still probably put Isaacs in there every now and then, especially if I'm struggling to find something to play. I'll just play some Isaac. I'm very committed to completing that game, and it's going to take me a while. I mean, like, I'm 175 episodes in, I think, as I say now on the uploads. I have a backlog of, like, 7 episodes as well on top of that, and I'm over halfway, theoretically. In fact, by the percentage, I'm, like, 80-something% complete. But I've got some real horrible things to unlock. I've been playing a lot of Tainted Jacob, so I apologize on the channel. You're going to get a lot of tilted Tainted Jacob runs coming up, because I kind of hate the character. Very hard, and he doesn't really give you much time to think. Isaac is like one of the videos where I like just talk nonsense from time to time, when like something goes off the rails a little bit. So I like Isaac being there. Isaac will stay on the channel, and it's going to stay in the future as well. I'm committed to completing it, and it's going to stay on the channel probably till I complete it. Unless something like catastrophic happens. But I'm just letting you know Isaac is here to stay. But one of the things I did want to mention is that XCOM is about to end fairly soon. So if anyone's been following the XCOM series, and I did get quite a lot of users early on, like our whole series, it tails off as things goes on. You always have this like swell, and then just like it tails off. And slowly people like come back to complete the series. This happened with, what was it called? Prison Architect, where some of my last videos didn't get many views, and now just over time I've noticed, like they keep taking up their view count, so. And I was very happy with that series, so I think XCOM is a very similar mold to that series. But XCOM, I'm approaching the end of the game now of Enemy Within campaign. I think I'm going to be successful, but I don't 100% know for certain. If I fail, I fail. I'm not going to be back to it again for at least a while. I'm kind of XCOM'd out a little bit right now. I did mention before, and this is kind of why I'm bringing this up, that I wanted to go straight into XCOM 2 afterwards. But what I think is going to happen, actually, is that I'm going to do a Spooktober month, how original for, like, Halloween. And I think a lot of the Spooktober games are going to take up the XCOM slot. So I think what I'm going to do for this next week is I'm going to try and record till the end of the XCOM series, and then see how many episodes I have and try and put them in the XCOM slot, and I might put them in the variety slot. So I'm just letting you know. If you see XCOM in a variety slot or a double XCOM video a day, it's because I'm trying to get it out by October. If it so happens I have like 6 episodes left, I'll just run it into October for like 2 days, and we'll start Spooktober like a few days in. There's not many horror games I plan on playing in Spooktober anyway, and I'm not going to tell you them now, but I'm the biggest PU55Y. Horror is like the one genre that I never go into. Like, I don't really watch the games. I just don't like horror that much. I don't like it as, like, a movie thing. It just spooks me out, and then, like, I start thinking about the horror things, and then I can't sleep. I know, like, by the beard and stuff, I'm an old man, and I'm better I'm better now than I was in the past, obviously. But I thought we'll check some horror games out because of the month. I'm not telling you what they are, but they're not going to be super spooky things, but they'll be things from the horror genre, at least. Expect action horror, basically. Plus, maybe some, like, I don't know, like a comedy horror if I can find it. But that will go into the XCOM slot, I think, for October. So we're not going to run straight into XCOM 2. I will probably also put some horror stuff in the variety slots as well. This is the police slot will stay, almost certainly through the month of October. Maybe it'll tail off at the end. So I was actually Googling, and I'm kind of enjoying the series, but I feel like some of it has been a bit drawn out, in my opinion. Like, I feel like it's taken me so long, and I've still only just, like, got to, like, unlock certain things, and I can't remember how long I'm into the game now, like 17 or 18 hours. I looked online how long it takes to complete it, and I figured out I'm about halfway. Without spoiling myself. So I expect that's going to take another 20 plus episodes, maybe 20 to 30 episodes, so it's probably going to be here this time next month in October. But I'm committed to this game. I kind of hate games where they have a story narrative and people like start them and then just give up on them. Unless it's in a quick look section, which kind of implies when I do a quick look that I'm probably not going to take it on as a series. Sometimes stuff does like go from the quick look to a series if I really like it. And that's kind of what the quick look is for. It's like a little filter section for something that might become a series. But I'm intending to finish this one way or another. If I game over, I game over. I probably won't come back to it then. But we'll finish it to a conclusion. So I'm just saying right now, we're halfway through. It's going to stay on the channel. It'll stay in the same slot. So if you've been enjoying that, good for you. Other things. So this is probably... actually, we'll do 2 different things, actually. One thing I wanted to mention, and this might depend upon who you are and like what you enjoy, but I considered doing streaming. I don't know what platform yet. Like, I don't know if it's heresy to say against YouTube on the YouTube platform, but I'm not against streaming on YouTube, but I do want to reach out maybe on multiple platforms, maybe like try on Twitch. Maybe I'll do like multiple different ones on Twitch, YouTube, and just see how things go. I don't know how well things are found like on the zero viewers streams of YouTube versus Twitch and so on. I don't know. I'll have to explore this, but I'm kind of trying to put my feelers out to see if people would be interested. Basically, it wouldn't be removing the YouTube channel and just, mass exodus onto streaming. That's definitely not what would happen because it doesn't suit my situation. What I'm probably suggesting is that I would stream maybe Saturday and Sunday, or Saturday or Sunday. And then maybe like an impromptu stream of the week if I just feel like it. And then anything I stream, I'll upload to the channel as like a VOD. I might cut it down as like certain sections, like maybe have multiple games per stream. But I just wanted to put feelers out to see if people would like that idea. I know the channel's quite small now, still. But it is like slowly growing, and I've been kind of like, pleased by it. Like, honestly, everyone I've spoke to in comment sections for games have been lovely people. I'm very happy with where the channel is right now, where it's going, and what's on it. So, I guess for now I should say thank you to people out there. But if anyone has like a preference, I'm open to looking into streaming, because there's definitely this dynamic where you as the viewer can like talk to the streamer, and like that might impromptu create a conversation, which will then go into the video and so on, and that's kind of nice. But yeah, I just want to put out feelers. If no one's interested, I won't. I'll just keep it as it is, and everything's going to be fine. But what would I think my scenario would be? It'd be either be once a week or twice a week, because as I said, I'm working and I just don't have time. And then if anything comes up on a weekend, then like it might just get postponed. So it wouldn't be this super scheduled stream. Like it definitely wouldn't be like Monday to Friday, not doing 2 days or something, or Wednesday to Sunday and I don't do Monday, Tuesday. It would just be for maybe the weekends where I can check out multiple games. People can chat to me or something, and then, it'll just go up onto the channel, and the rest of the channel will stay as it is. But yeah, let me know, because this is me just putting my feelers out. I guess the other thing then from this is other channel like slight changes. So I don't know if people know this, but the discussion tab on YouTube is going to be replaced. I got an email about this a few weeks ago, and I've kind of been sitting on it. I normally put in the discussion tab where if something is wrong in a video, like if, for example, I'm ill and I'm putting up a video late, or like my internet's died and my video is coming up late, I just put a little comment in there saying like, I know there's a video meant to be coming up. This is the scenario. This is the solution to the scenario. If that is like, I'm going to have to upload it tomorrow because my internet's died, so be it. That's never happened, but I have uploaded stuff late and put it in the discussion saying, listen, my internet died. This is the reason. But because the discussion tab is going, it's been replaced by a community tab, which is great if you have like a established stream with 1,000 viewers. If you don't get anything, I believe. I could be wrong, but like based on the email, I think it just removes the tab and I won't have anything. So I don't know the best way to quickly find someone. I think it's kind of a weird move on YouTube's front. I'm not really sure what's like caused this. I don't know if it's like, I don't know, a data like issue, storing the data. But it will remove any way for me on my platform, I think, from telling you immediately if there's an issue. My two solutions right now is, one is potentially I'll just do a quick video like this, maybe a 10-second video saying like, sorry, this video is late. And then when the video goes up, I'll just delete this video again. Because that will then directly feed into the channel. So if you're like subscribed to this channel, or like you're regularly viewing this channel, not subscribed, you'll get an update because this video will come up. The problem with that, as you may have like, already figured out in your head, is if my internet's died, I can't do that because, I can't literally upload to the internet. So you would get no information. I could do it then via a mobile phone, but that seems really awkward. Like, I guess I could film it on a phone, upload it to the YouTube channel, and then just say, like, as like a phone quality, say, listen, like, this is a problem. So maybe there is a solution to that, using my, like, mobile data instead. The other one I'm considering, and I think this might be the actual solution I come up to for like the time being, is that I might create a Twitter account, and we'll have like the Andalono Twitter account, which will basically just be there to say, if there's an issue, or if like I have some, I don't know, some enlightened thought maybe. Because like right now you can tell I'm going for some sort of like rural Buddha like look. I say Buddha, I've got full hair, some sort of druidic look. Like I'm planning to eventually, abscond to the forests and live in there at some point. So if I have an enlightened thought on the way, maybe I'll put that on the Twitter thing as well. But I'm not a big social media person. And the other thing that made me like hesitant to do this, especially as a small channel, is that I have like 30-something subs right now. Do you really want to subscribe to me as well on Twitter? I'm already lucky enough that you're subscribed to me on YouTube. I don't want to like, force people to do stuff they don't want. People might not have Twitter accounts as well. I think it's really weird that YouTube has taken this decision, but if I do create a Twitter, and I haven't done so yet, because I'm probably going to get my partner's help, because I literally have never used Twitter before, I'm not a big social media person, I will put it in the About section. So basically anything that changes on the channel, like drastically in terms of like the formatting stuff, I put in the About section. So check the About section out, because I don't think you'll get a notification when I change it, but somewhere at the bottom I'll say there's a Twitter link here. If you want to follow me then on Twitter, you can do, and you'll get updates if there's something wrong on the channel. Otherwise, if you think there's a video that should have come up and hasn't come up, then just search me on Twitter, because it'll be like Andalona probably on Twitter. I've not done it yet, as said. So please don't take the Andalona thing, that'd be annoying as well. But I don't know. There's ways around it. But I'll create something and put it in the About section, and then that will update you. If I ever end up as a channel with 1,000 subs, which will then give me the community tab, which is basically equivalent to the discussion tab as I'm reading it, then maybe this will go away again and we'll be fine again because I can just put it in the community section. But I'm just saying that for now will be how I deal with things. Okay, I'm looking through my list. Have I done everything? No. One last thing. This is a very last thing. So I've talked about what is going to come up for the next week. So you're going to see a lot of XCOM on the channel probably for the next week. Unless I finish the campaign in 5 episodes. But I don't think I'm going to. I think it's going to be... I think I'm like 7 or 8 episodes away from the end. Is my guess. I don't completely remember the end of the game, but... And I don't want to spoil it for people that, haven't really been into it, but... As a rough estimation, I've started doing the actual missions now, because... If you haven't watched XCOM, normally what I think is the pro play is to upgrade all your gear and then start the story. So I upgraded to like laser stuff before I started the actual storyline. And now I've got like plasma stuff and I'm continuing the story. But I haven't got psionics yet, so that's going to be my next major step. I think it's going to be picking up psionics. And I think that basically leads into the end of the game from what I remember. It's not very well integrated psionics from what I remember. It's like you get psionics and it's like, boom, the end of the game. So I think I'm around that level, like 7 to 8 episodes is probably what I'm going to guess. I could be wrong, it could be 12, but I'm just saying that's going to be what's the next week. Then October, I mentioned it's going to be Spooktober. I'm not telling you the lineup of games just yet, but I have some in mind, and some I may have installed already, actually, ready for it, so it's basically set. They're going to take up the XCOM slot and some of the variety slot. I will also check out some non-horror games in variety if they're interesting to me, just letting you know, so that's going to be variety. Isaac will still be on the channel, but what's happening in November? So after Spooktober, what's November? I don't know. It's too far in the future. But if you have any suggestions, and this is my last point, let me know. If there's a game series you think I should check out and I've just completely admit it, then let me know and I'll look into it and we might check it out in November. But currently I'm thinking we'll finish This Is the Police. We'll have XCOM finished by then. So we'll have kind of a blank slate. It'll probably just be Isaac on the channel. And then we'll have to see. Part of me wants to go into XCOM 2, as I mentioned, because there's just more to it, but maybe I'll let that slide for maybe another month or something, and maybe we'll go into it December, maybe January instead, and then we'll run into that. A bit like I mentioned for Prison Architect, which was a very loved series on this channel. I get like a bit saturated with the game eventually if I play it too much. And I actually am feeling a bit like that with This Is the Police, if I'm completely honest with you, but I will see that through to an end. When I've done something for like 30 episodes or something, I probably want to check something else out for a while. Isaac with the exception. It is the one exception. Like, that game is... Each run is so different that it keeps me entertained enough. But yeah, if there's anything you want me to check out, let me know. That's basically what this call is for. If not, I'll find something else. Like, I'll look through things. I had made a list of things before. Like, I think I was considering Subnautica at one point. In fact, I was actually considering that in Spooktober as well, but maybe we look into that because I've never played it before and I believe I do have the game, so... And it's had a sequel now, so maybe that's something that could be fun to check out. I don't know. As I said, just let me know what you think, and generally I'll maybe try to accommodate it. As long as I'm enjoying it and you're enjoying it, we're all happy. If you're enjoying it and I'm not enjoying it, then tough. That's where I draw the line. If I'm enjoying it and you're not enjoying it, again, I don't care. The line is below that. But anyway, just as a final thing, thanks for everyone that's been watching and like talking and, being friendly in the channel. It's meant a lot to me, honestly. And as you can see by the length of my hair right now, since the last update, it's been a pretty big journey for this channel. Like, it's... I think I started in, like, March, officially. I mean, if you look on the YouTube page, I created it, like, 2 years ago, but just didn't upload anything to it, so it's kind of scuffed. But I think we started with Loop Hero in, like, March, was it? End of March? So I'm approaching... I've probably gone through the 6-month period now, so we've done half a year on the channel. And, honestly, I've loved it. I've loved the interactions. I've loved the games we've played. and I'm just happy with the direction everything's going in. Anyway, I think we'll call it there for this video. Let me find the turn off this video key, so like I can professionally go out of it now without looking down at the keyboard like this. Anyway, that's it, we're done. If you enjoyed this channel update and you're enjoying the videos on the channel, great. If you've never seen this channel before and you've just found this update video, why not check some of the videos out? They're pretty good, in my opinion. Anyway, goodbye.